Alright, here we are all loaded up, ready to hit the road. I know it seems kind of goofy putting a tow behind concrete mixer on a trailer, but we've got to go a good ways up the interstate, plus I've got to pick up another tractor here later, so this just made the most sense. So let's hit the road and go get to our project. We got the concrete mixer on site, so now let's go get a Georgia buggy and some bags of sackcrete, and we'll get after this project. Alright, we just got back to the job site with our second piece to the puzzle, tracked Georgia buggy. This here ought to work way better than a wheelbar for this job, so here we go. Let's get it on off the trailer. This is my first time running a tracked Georgia buggy. I've only ran wheeled ones before, so this ought to be a little bit of a change. Seems to work very good. I do like that it has that rotating basket on it. That'll be extremely handy for the tight spot we got to get into. So let's see how it's going to work dumping the concrete mixer into it. That's kind of what I was afraid of. I guess we'll have to have the concrete mixer up on the trailer pouring down into the buggy, but that's no biggie. Alright, we just made it back to Nan's with our 3 pallets of sackcrete here. I got OSB over top as a little roof because it's supposed to get some rain today, so didn't want our concrete set up prematurely, so let's get the trailer in here. Alright, give a little status update of what we got going on. I got the laser set up. I'm gonna put some grade pins in so I know what the level of my concrete needs to be as we go. I'm gonna set my corner pins actually using my transit rod here. So I'm gonna mark 8'8" on my rod, then use a plumb bob to stick down in the hole, and that's where my pins are gonna be to give me a straight line for laying my block down the trench here. So we'll get you set up and show you driving a couple grade pins in the ground. Alright, like I said, we're going to take our plumb bob here and hang it from our transit rod, and that'll tell us how far this wall's going to be. got that started where I wanted. So I'm going to take my plumb bob off and use my transit to set my grade now. Go ahead and drive it in a little with the rotary hammer. Alright, we'll check our grade. Super close, maybe just one little whack and it'll be good to go. Alright, doing run us another one about halfway up here. Now, using a chisel for this, not really ideal. I ordered a ground rod driver on Amazon, but it didn't quite make it in time, so gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, that should be pretty close. Do it again. Alright, that one should be good to go. So we'll continue that on around the trench and we'll catch back up to you later. Alright y'all, we got all of our grade pins set down through the trench, so now we just need to clean up our area and make some room for the Georgia buggy to get in here and move around, and we'll be pouring some concrete. Alright y'all, here's my game plan. So I think for the Georgia buggy and the concrete mixer, for the concrete mixer to be tall enough to dump into the Georgia buggy, I think I might have to put the concrete mixer actually up on the trailer. That way it has enough height to dump down into the Georgia buggy. So let's do that here real quick. Worked out pretty good. Got the mixer back up on the trailer. I'll move it over by hand a little. As you hopefully watched in the video right before this, interesting fact, I just got this tractor back from the police impound. Somebody had stolen it. They actually recovered it. So if you want to see what happened to that, go back and watch my video right before this. But super happy to have this little guy back in the fleet and helping out on these tight little jobs. So we'll move on to getting arranged here. Alright, that there is probably how we'll be when we're in the load position getting dumped. So swing this guy over and whew, that's definitely going to be close, but I think it'll work. Probably make a little mess, but that's half the fun, isn't it? Alright, what I need to do now, I'm going to take my little BX here. Just kind of hard to tell on camera, but there's a hump of dirt here, and then there's a another hump of dirt there. I just need to kind of level that off a bit so I can get the Georgia buggy up through here as we're working. So here we go. All right, we got that hump knocked down, so hopefully the Georgia buggy can make its way across that no problem now. So let's get the tractor back on the other side of the hole. Alright, I believe that's a wrap for tonight. So we'll come back first thing in the morning and start hauling concrete in with the Georgia buggy, mixing up. I got 3 pallets worth over there, so it's going to be quite a day mixing by myself here. We'll see what happens. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Alright, here we are the next day. Finally set up to pour some concrete. Like I said, we got the mixer up on the trailer, so we have enough height to get down into the buggy. Got our bags of concrete in this trailer, just transfer them right over to the mixer. We've got our Georgia buggy. Let's go ahead and do a test run and make sure this is going to work. Coming in here, across these ramps, across the ditch to get to the other side. Alright, that was a little sketchy, but I think it'll get the job done. So let's get a water hose out here and start mixing up some concrete. Alright, we got the mixer running. So now we just gotta take bags from here, in there, add some water, and we'll have concrete. quick look at what we got going on. Got our trench almost to grade all the way around. Need another load or two down on this corner and we should about have it whipped. Went through 3 full pallets so far. I just went to Tractor Supply and picked up another half pallet since all the hardware places are closed on Sunday. But yeah, the mixer and the concrete buggy is working out good, so let's get this last one done up here. All right, we got the last of our concrete in the hole, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash out the mixer and the buggy, then we'll come back and trowel it smooth. All right, I got everything washed up. Concrete set here for just a minute. I'm gonna go through with my magnesium float and just smooth it all off, make it, gloss it up and make it look good and pretty. It's already level all around, so this is final pass and we'll call it good for today. All right, there we go. Nice and level all the way around. Of course, we had dirt fall in, but what are you gonna do? So let's get cleaned up and call it a day. All right, sunlight's fading fast here. We got all of our concrete done, got all of our mess cleaned up. So let's take the concrete buggy back to the rental shop here. So how you run this thing, you got your key and your choke. And a little choke. Then over here you got your throttle. With these center buttons here, take that up. Or you can also go side to side with it. You got your parking brake over here, and then you just got little handles, almost like a little zero turn. So let's go ahead and back up here. Kind of hard to do one-handed. All right, just like that, away we go. For being tracked, this thing does get along pretty good. Say a good 5-6 mile an hour at least. Again, it's kind of hard to steer one-handed, but we'll do it for the video. Also case you're curious, the rental shop is just right at the end of the street here, so not like we're putting highway use on this thing, tracking it all over the place. But quicker than putting it on the trailer and throwing some straps. Of course, we gotta wait on traffic. Yeah, just like that, we're back over here at the rental yard, so easy peasy, nothing to it. Guess we'll go over here and park it over next to its brother unit. Just like that, she's back. Extremely handy little fellas. I could only imagine what one of these things costs to buy, but not too bad to rent, so definitely save some back-breaking work with a wheelbarrow. So, alright, let's get headed home. Alright, here we are bright and early the next morning. We just gotta go get this mixer back and we can call this job finished. So let's go get it dropped off. Oh yeah, as good as concrete work can go. Easy to see. Not good. All right, man, have a good one. Alright, that was pretty easy return, no hassles. Overall, our concrete adventure for the weekend's over. It's Monday morning, let's go get some breakfast and go to our real job now. So, thank y'all for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank y'all.